What? How do I keep getting all the unscripteds? Sons of a Hi, welcome to Moviefone's Unscripted. I'm Bill Hader, here with Anna Faris, and we are in the new movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and we are going to answer some of your questions that you sent in.
Slowly.
We're going to answer some of your questions that you sent in, and some of ours as well. So I will ask the first question. What's the craziest thing you've ever done in the name of comedy?
Oh, God. You know, I feel like I've done a whole lot of crazy things. I would say, though, probably in Just Friends, there's a scene where my character's pretty drugged up and she eats a tube of toothpaste. And it sort of was like a spur-of-the-moment thing, so it was real toothpaste. And that I couldn't taste anything for like 3 days after that.
Like, well, it was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Glad I did that.
Ooh,
oh.
Unscripted.
So this is unscripted, so I just get to ask you whatever I want, right?
I guess so.
All right. What am I going to ask Anna? Oh, this is, well, you hosted SNL and you killed it.
Thanks.
My question, was that a fun experience, or what was that experience like?
It was really, really fun. I was really honored to ask to host, but it was also incredibly challenging. I mean, the pressure's on. I was really nervous. I would love to do it again. I think I would actually enjoy myself in the moment. But at the time, I was just like, oh, God, what's happening?
You did a great job.
Oh, thanks.
No, it was awesome. But yeah, I've always wanted to think that, like, what's that going on, like, for a host when you go back there before the monologue?
Terrifying. Almost had a meltdown.
I did the show.
Good.
You killed it.
Thanks. How old were you when you first kissed a girl? Or a boy?
Whoa, Jesus.
8?
I was 8. No.
I was either going to go with that or horoscope. I thought horoscope's a little
I try
boring.
and remember the first time, like, really, like, real kiss, which is funny because in Cloudy, I think Flint has his first kiss in the movie, and he's really old to be having his first kiss. I remember it was at a Halloween party in 7th grade, and the girl had to stand on a rock to kiss me because she was, like, shorter than me. Wasn't younger than me, don't go there. She was shorter than me. And that was my first kiss, and it was pretty awkward. Mm-hmm. And then we were, like, listening to, like, Too Short because we thought we were awesome and hardcore.
That's great. That's good.
Scott in Tampa, Florida wants to know, what's your best and worst audition story?
I have so many. I mean, I think the best audition, you know, that's pretty clear. It's when you actually get the role. Ended up doing a stint on Friends, but I auditioned for it years before to play another character. And they said, in the room, they said, we would like you to stay. And you know that's a good sign if they ask you to stay. So I walk out past all the girls and that were waiting to audition, and I was like, they asked me to stay. And then, you know, like, I'm just going to sit back down. With you guys.
Looks like you're wasting your time.
You want to run lines? But then the office door opens, and the casting director said, you know what, Anna, it's fine, actually, you can go. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I can go. Maybe you guys should probably all go too. It's probably all done.
It looks like they cut that part out of the script. Yeah. They're asking me to leave. I had one time a woman asked me, I did an audition, and the casting director went, can we stop the camera? Because they taped the auditions and all that. And she goes, you know this is a comedy, right? And I just was like, yeah.
Have you ever met someone that you impersonated on SNL? What was the reaction?
The coolest thing, I didn't actually see it, but I haven't met him, but I did this impersonation of Dave Matthews singing a song called Snickerdoodle Cookies. I was like, Snickerdoodle Cookies, and all that stuff. And then Andy Samberg sent me this email because we had written this sketch together, and he was like, check it out. And then it was a YouTube video of Dave Matthews in concert, and someone yelled out Snickerdoodle Cookie, and he did it. And he was like, Snickerdoodle Cookie, oh man, I must have watched that 100 times. I was like, oh!
That's really funny. That's awesome.
Reverse, like, because you never think they're going to see it for some reason. And you're like, they actually saw that?
That reminds me of a funny experience I had with Paris Hilton after she saw Just Friends. I met her, and I wasn't doing her. I wasn't doing anybody specific, but she came up to me and she's like, I know you were doing me. I was like,
because everybody's doing me. Because everything's about me. Don't you know that?
But that was pretty funny. I had to go with it. I was like, oh, yes.
Sure. Barack Obama's doing me. When he's talking, he's just thinking about me. He's thinking what I do with my life. All right. You've cracked us up as the ditzy blonde. What's your favorite dumb blonde joke?
There's a river, and on one side there's two blondes on either side, and one blonde says, hey, how do I get to the other side? And the other blonde says, you're already there.
The other one says, I don't know, I'm Paris Hilton.
Why do I have to go anywhere? I don't want to
go anywhere. I don't go anywhere. Look at me. Why do I have to go anywhere?
Oh, and Unscripted. How was it auditioning for SNL?
That was crazy. That was like one of those experiences you like. The great thing about it now is you can like rent DVDs of. I remember I went out and bought the best of Will Ferrell, and it has his audition on it, and I just watched that and was like, okay, cool. I now I know what to be like prepared for, you know. But you always hear things like they won't laugh. You know,
right.
No one laughs. You're kind of just doing it. It feels like you're doing it to an empty room, like all this stuff. And I actually went up the elevator with Andy Samberg. That was when we met. We were going into our audition.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember Andy had a backpack on with tons of props. And I was looking at him going, oh no, I don't have any props. Oh man, that guy's got props. And then he said he was looking at me going, that guy doesn't have any props. He doesn't need props. Why do I have props? And so we like walked out together like, hey man, how's it going? And then I went up and they go, you're going to be going up first. And I was like, okay, all right. And I was just like, you sitting in a dressing room just like sitting there waiting. And then I was waiting forever. And then I heard people like someone doing their audition, and they kind of purposely kind of put you off balance. You know what I mean? So then they go, you're going to go later. And I went, okay, cool. And then the guy turned right around and went, you're going right now. And I was like, wait, what? Oh, okay. And so you go in, and there's just like this table of like Lauren Michaels, Tina Fey, Steve Higgins, all the producers, everybody's there. And I remember the first thing I did was Vinny Vedecci, the Italian talk show host. I just went into The Voice, and I heard Tina Fey laughed. And I just immediately relaxed. She went, ha! Like that. And I went,
that's a good laugh.
And then I just totally relaxed and actually had a lot of fun doing the audition. And I forever thank her for just that thing. Just made me like, might have got me the job because I was just having fun up there. I was like, oh, good, she laughed. Well, at least I could say Tina Fey thought it was funny.
That's great. Thank you, Bill, and thanks to Moviefone and to you for watching and sending in your questions. Please check out our new movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It's fantastic.
It's awesome. It will not be playing at the Tomcat Theater in West Hollywood.
Thank you, guys.
Tomcat Theater, when I first met my wife, she lived right behind that. It's like
oh my God, yeah.
And there was one time a movie, and the title of it was Taste Like Chicken.
You guys, that's so good. Well, actually,